Hey there, everybody. We're going to be doing Capricorn's reading, but before we get straight on to your guys' reading, I just wanted to let you guys know what the heck is going on. So basically, the reason why I'm doing these things live from now on is because I lately been having editing issues and storage issues, and therefore not able to like record my videos. So I'm gonna do live as a way to conserve more storage and space. Um, and plus it's much more easier and quicker and getting straight on to the point, so it's much easier that way. But anyways, the outline of how it's gonna go is, first we're gonna use the Kipper deck to pull up some general messages for you guys, and then we're also going to use the Rider-Waite Tarot deck to go to different important factors in your guys' life you need to be aware of during this time. And we're also going to use the Monology Oracle message deck, so we're going to pull out 3 messages and also 3 additional significant dates you need to be aware of during that time. And then we're going to close off your guys' reading with some affirmators. So immediately what I got pulled up here in your guys' past is we actually got the main mail, we got the community card, and as well as toil and labor. And then we also had a pop-up one as well that came up. So I'm going to show you guys right here. So yeah, we got the main mail. We got the community card. Hold on if I can get it out. Community card. And then we also got toil and labor. And then the additional one that came out is the mature woman. So we got a lot of people referencing here, which is really interesting. So in the past, I'm getting that there might have been a significant person. I'm getting primarily somebody with masculine energy, although it honestly could be anybody. But that's what I'm primarily getting. I'm getting with the community card that there could be somebody that is. It also could be your guys' energy too, where you guys are the one that is being presented here. Usually, I do get that energy sometimes. But I'm getting that there for you guys. I'm getting that you guys might have had some sort of expectations being placed upon you, especially in regarding to like a mature woman. Could be a woman, or it could honestly be anybody. Somebody that's much more older than you, or somebody that's more wise, is kind of what I'm getting here. But I'm getting that some of you guys might have. Some of you guys might have, or you guys ended up, I'm getting like this energy. Some of you guys in the past might have been offered, or you guys had this, somebody had this sort of expectation for you guys where you had to go and work. I'm getting with the community card, it could have been somebody that's in within your guys' community, or you guys managed to get like a job, or you guys managed to find like a good occupation or something like that in your guys' community. But I feel like the problem about it is, even though you guys did, like, for example, maybe you guys found a job, or you found somebody, or something that was very inspirational, right? I feel like the main problem, and regarding to whatever this thing was in the past, is the fact that it was a toil and labor, meaning like it might have been very draining, it might have been emotionally draining or physically draining you guys, or it just wasn't a very good, pay, or like it just wasn't as you thought that it was going to be, like very unexpected. It's another thing that's popping up into my head. So some of you guys might have had to deal with some sort of major workloads in the past, and I'm getting that it could be in like regards to like a person, specifically a woman, is kind of what I'm getting here. Going into your guys' present, we actually pulled out the marriage card. So those of you guys that are in a relationship and that are wanting to see if things are going to be taking us the next step, technically, like, I don't see you guys like, oh, you guys are going to get married in the next few days or whatever, right? Whenever the marriage card comes up to me, it's kind of also telling me that, it could be the point where you guys are going to be, getting to the marriage, but it's like a next level or next stage in your guys' relationship is kind of what I'm getting. And like some of you guys are probably thinking like, oh, it's probably going to be a marriage or another date or whatever, right? It could be as simple as you guys being able to understand each other from an emotional perspective, you guys able to have a better communication, or you guys were able to, go out and have much more fun, right? Or you guys were able to understand each other much more better than how you guys were in before. But I'm getting some sort of major change in regarding to like any type of relationships, any type of partnerships, however this may resonate to you, right? But in general though, I'm getting that there is a potential commitment in regarding to a person because we actually have the wealthy man that came up or popped up, and it's in your guys' present moment too. So those of you guys that are looking for a relationship, I'm seeing their potentiality for you guys to be in a relationship. And with the high honor, it's telling me that this could be somebody that is like being seen in high regards. And with the wealthy man, to me, it's also like kind of like a earth or like um, very grounded individual, or somebody that has like this earth-like energy. It could also be somebody that is also very charming as well too. Is another thing that's popping up in my head, which also why I consider fire signs as well too. Um, but this could mainly just be somebody that's like good with their finances, that works in a financial industry, that knows how to handle finances, or is just really balanced with their finances in general. I feel like something with their finances has some sort of significance, is kind of what I'm getting. And also their position. So I don't know if they work as a manager, as a CEO, entrepreneur, or they're just, like the face of the company, or I don't know if they are just like there is whatever type of job position or whatever they hold has some sort of significance, or it could even be as simple as like maybe other people see, look up to this person or see them in high regards, is another thing that I see. So those of you guys that are looking for a relationship, I see that to be potential for that. In the future, we actually pulled out a child. So those of you guys that are expecting to have a child, congratulations, there's your answer right there. um but in general, I'm getting that some of you guys might, with the child card in general, it does talk about like a sense of creativity, a sense of imagination, a renewal, sense of vision as well too. So like you guys also having like seeing things from a different perspective, you seeing things from a curiosity standpoint, right? Like you having a new set of pair of eyes. So I'm seeing that being happening as well. And that's basically the overall kind of like message that I'm getting here, is that with the adjudication card coming up, and as well as distance horizons, so some of you guys might be a little bit curious, or like, because I'm getting some of you guys might have had these sort of you guys are gonna have like these sort of creative ideas that you guys might have, or like this, it might sound crazy or just like straight up weird or whatever, but I'm getting here that with it, like, that even though they might sound crazy, it's like something that you guys feel like in yourself that sounds like it would be a really good idea, or something that you should bring out to the world. I'm seeing some of you guys are like a little bit hesitant or judgmental, like because you guys are like, well, I don't know what to do about this situation, right? Should I go with what my gut is telling me? Should I go with my ideas or my creativity, or should I just stay where I'm at? For some of you guys could be a little bit concerned due to distant horizons. So maybe for some reason, like let's just say, for example, you guys want to get a job, right? But for some reason, like, it's far away and you guys aren't able to. If you guys feel like in your guys' like intuitive sense of mind that it's going to be worth the risk, or if it's something that you guys truly feel like you guys should take on, this is basically saying go ahead and take it. I feel like it's going to be worth it. Another story that I'm getting in regarding to a child, some of you guys might be a little bit concerned in regarding to a child in the future. It doesn't really matter. This is like primarily for those of you guys that are planning on having kids or that already have kids. Some of you guys are a little bit concerned about a child because they might be a little bit distant, whether that's actually them being physically distant or they can be emotionally distant. So I would be aware of that, or they are might or you might have a kid that is planning on moving or something like that. So just something for you guys to consider in regarding to that. All right, now we're gonna go on to your guys' Rider Waite portion. So your guys' overall energy we have is the Ten of Swords. Wow. So Ten of Swords, a lot of people like to see it as a bit of a bad card, but I typically don't see that because, well, first of all, he's crossed his fingers, meaning it's good luck. Second of all, Ten of Swords is basically the end of any type of burdens, any type of difficulties you guys have, right? Basically, it's like things can't get any worse than this, right? Is basically what I'm saying. And like, at the end of this, basically, there's actually sunshine at the end of this, whole entire situation, right? So there's a brand new start, there's a brand new life, there's a brand new cycle. This guy, he just already gave up, he's already abandoned throw in the towel, right? And so basically he's like the whole entire situation, whatever you guys like basically have gone through, whatever type of difficulty or stress or burden you guys have been through, it's all coming to an end, and you guys are going to have a sense of renewal or a brand new beginning or start, is basically what I'm getting here for you guys. Going into your guys' resources or money matters, we have, holy cow. Okay, you're pulling out a lot of interesting cards. And what I mean by that is because we actually got the 10 of Wands. So you're pulling out a lot of stress, a lot of burden cards. Some of you guys might have had, actually, some of you guys that have dealt with, that are in this 10 of Swords energy is mainly due to the fact that you guys were dealing with some sort of resources and money matters. Some of you guys been having, I'm getting primarily, some of you guys might have been having a lot of troubles in regarding to money, and that's the reason why you guys just feel like, I'm done. There's nothing I can't do. I just gave up. Um, but the thing is about the 10 of Wands is that even though he's carrying all of this stress, all of this burden, he's carrying this huge load on his shoulders, right? The thing about it is he's almost close to the end of the village or the end of that castle, right? Meaning that he is basically almost towards the end of the finish line, and this, if he just keeps on going, he would literally just cross the finish line, right? And the original Gilded Tarot deck, though, he is holding his head up high in determination because he knows that he is very close to the end of his goal. So basically that is what's it saying, that like even though you guys might be going through some sort of difficulty in regarding to your guys' resources and money matters, you guys are basically almost at the end of that finish line towards whatever this difficulty is. And basically the 10 of Swords is, also confirmation of that, because, you guys already gone through some of the pain, some of the sorrow, some of the difficulty, and that you guys are already going to have like a new, brand new beginning or new sense of renewal, right? Going to your guys' mental internal communication, we got the Emperor. So you guys are in a very good stage in regarding to your guys' mental or internal self, as well as communication. I would say mentally, you guys are feeling very powered, very strong, very courageous during this time, is kind of what I'm getting here. I'm seeing you guys feeling very much in your guys' power. Some of you guys are feeling mentally strong to the point where you guys might feel determined to go and make any sort of bold decisions, make any type of decisions or bold risky moves. Some of you guys are basically, I'm seeing you guys feeling very empowered during this time, is kind of what I'm getting here. Some of you guys might have gone through some sort of difficulties, and it has also kind of made you have like a bit of a stronger mindset. So I see that to be a very good thing. I'm seeing you guys to be in a very much of a very strong mindset during this time. So like any type of goals, any type of ideas you guys have, I'm seeing you guys very fixated on them, and I'm seeing you guys being able to reach whatever those things is. And it's like a lot of huge determination is what I'm seeing here. And also in regarding to your guys' communication, whenever the Emperor comes up, it's also telling me that there's going to be like people that look up to you, you being very influential during this time. So any type of anything that requires you to be like for you to speak your guys' mind, or for you guys to influence other people during this time, is really great because you're very influential in regarding to that. Going into your guys' home and family. Okay, we have the Eight of Swords. Wow. This is one of the worst readings I've got so far, and I'm a Capricorn myself, so that is not anything to be proud of. In regarding to your guys' home and family, we got the Eight of Swords. So to me, that is telling me some of you guys might have also been stressed and burdened in regarding to your guys' family or home. Some of you guys could have been stressed or burdened because, you guys don't have the money. And because you don't have the money is the reason why you guys can't fix up your home or pay off your home or whatever, or provide for your family. So I'm seeing that to be the issue. But the thing about the Eight of Swords is this guy, he is like, even though he's it feels like he's like, kind of like in that Alice in the Wonderland syndrome, where it's like he's feeling like everything is just going on and on and on, like in a hamster wheel, and like there's no results to whatever, or he's like stuck in a dream. The thing is, he is able to get out of this in the original Gilded Tarot deck, there's like this owl, right? And this owl is basically a representation of the wisdom, right? There's some sort of source or resource that is out there that is meant to help him, right? So I'm seeing you guys being able to potentially get out of this situation once you find that resource or get that courage or get yourself out of that stuck mindset or you being stressed or having that anxiety over whatever this thing is, right? So I'm getting that during this time, it would be really important for you guys to kind of stay grounded, to kind of stay strong minded, even though technically I don't see, I mean, you guys are strong minded, but I feel like some of you guys might have this kind of stress or anxiety that might come up several times due to some certain circumstances, but I feel like it's not something that you guys can't handle, right? Going into your guys' creativity, Ace of Wands. So this is actually pretty good in regarding to your guys' creativity. This is basically saying like, especially this is basically clarification for the Kipper portion where it's like any type of creative ideas, any type of things that come up in your guys' head where it might sound ridiculous. I feel like during this time would be a really great time for you guys to enact on those ideas because I feel like there's going to be a lot of success in regarding to whatever your ideas are, even if it sounds crazy or bizarre, for it might actually work. So it's like, why not give it a try? And if it's like, if you guys end up failing, well, guess what? You know, at least now you know, and you guys have learned your lesson. So, you know, now at least you know, right? You can try it a different path if that path doesn't work out, right? But basically, I'm seeing you guys being very much determined in whatever type of ideas or whatever type of goals that you guys have or created, right? So your guys' determination is very strong during this time in regarding to whatever type of ideas you have. So it's going to be really beneficial for you guys, especially those of you guys that are wanting to like start a side hustle or whatever. That's going to be really beneficial and going to be really great for you guys too. Going into your guys' job, occupation, and physical health, we got the Death. So I did have this sort of sense of feeling that some of you guys might have ended like some sort of job, some sort of occupation or whatever. But the thing about the Death card is it's a bit of an expected kind of thing. It's something that's not exactly unexpected. I feel like you guys had this sort of a feeling that like kind of death was knocking at your guys' door, where it's like, you know, eventually something was supposed to happen or something was supposed to end, right? So that's basically what I'm getting here. And the thing about the death is, even though death is around, there is still like it's just a sense of the ending of a cycle, right? There's always going to be a new cycle that's going to be approaching is kind of what I'm getting. Some of you guys, this whatever this cycle was, might have been very uncomfortable, but it's something necessary for you guys in order for you guys to find something that's better out there for you. Just like how the sun is shining as well at the other side, right? Is kind of what I'm getting here. For those of you guys that had any physical or like any health problems, I'm seeing that also coming to the end and there being something good in regards to that. Going into your guys' love and romance, wow, this has been popping up so many times lately in regard to love. We got Seven of Swords. So basically, this is talking about you not being too much guarded, you not being too much manipulative. Some of you guys might have dealt with some situations in the past. I feel like some of the things that is holding you guys back from any type of love or relationships is the fact that you guys might have had this sort of mentality that somebody's always out to get you or there's nobody good. But the thing about it is the fact that you guys are thinking that way is how you're going to attract those type of people. So I feel like it would be really good. Like there's nothing wrong with being a little bit guarded and being a little bit cautious, but sometimes there it can be a little bit too much, right? So I feel like it'd be really beneficial for you guys if you kind of like ease it up a bit, right? Like take it down a notch and like not be too much strategic in regarding to any type of love or relationships because honestly that's just gonna like push the other people away, right? So I would also just make sure don't be too manipulated, don't be too strategic. I feel like that is the reason that is holding you guys back if you guys are looking for love. Any good things to come for you guys? Queen of Cups. You guys being much more intact with your guys' emotions, you guys having that emotional stability too. So those of you guys that have lately been having some sort of emotional stability problems, I'm seeing that coming to an end. I'm seeing you guys finally being in your guys' power, feeling like you guys are emotionally stable during this time, is this is going to be really good for you guys, especially since you guys have been going through that 10 of wands, that 10 of swords energy. So that is really good to see coming up here for you guys. In regarding to your guys' knowledge and spirituality, we have the sun. Wow. So I'm getting you guys having this sort of sense of renewal, this sort of sense of joy in regarding to your guys' knowledge or spirituality. I don't know if you guys are having this kind of spiritual uprising, or you guys have started doing something new regarding to your guys' spiritual work, or you guys have watched some videos or whatever in regarding to any type of documentaries or whatever. But I'm seeing anything regarding to knowledge and spirituality is going to uplift you in some sort of way, and it's going to make you feel much more better. So I don't know if you guys are like listening to motivational speakers, motivational gurus or whatever, but I'm seeing that you should probably like, uh you should do whatever you're doing, because I feel like it's going to make you, if it's making you feel good, if it's making you guys happy, it's like, why not keep doing it, right? Going into your guys' career ambitions, we have the Six of Cups. Some of you guys might be a little bit nostalgic in regarding to any type of past experiences in regarding to your guys' career that you guys might have had or whatever, or ideas of a career you wanted. But I feel like it's also a representation saying like, don't get too much in your head, because getting too much in your head, you're also not being very realistic. So make sure that if you guys are wanting to get a career, I would say think of one that seems right for you, but don't get too much into your guys' fantasy land or in too much in your guys' head, right, about it, because I feel like you guys will get too much stuck within the fantasy world and not see the realistic expectations of whatever this sort of career is. But otherwise, I see you guys, if you guys are looking for a career or whatever, I feel like it'd be really good to go down into memory lane and figure out like what are some things that you enjoyed doing when you was a little kid, right? What are some hobbies? What are some talents, gifts, or skills that you guys have that you feel like would really match well for a type of career you want, right? Some of the things to consider. Let's go into how community and allies see you, the tower. So you guys might have been a little bit hold back. Some of you guys might have expressed your guys' feelings to other people, or like let other people know that you guys had been through some sort of emotional upheaval or whatever, right? Some of you guys might have so I don't know if you guys, we did talk about that some of you guys might have lost your guys' job, some of you guys might have like quitted your guys' job, or you guys ended a relationship or whatever. But I'm getting something major happen in your guys' life, and some of you guys might have told your friends or your family about it. And I'm seeing that a lot of people are being very sympathetic for you, but at the same time they're like, well, it was eventually going to happen. I don't know if some of your friends might have like let you know, like, hey, you got to do something about it. It was eventually going to happen, right? But I'm getting that even though people will see you going through some of that despair and that suffering that you guys are going through, I feel like they see it to be a good thing though, because the thing about the towers, it was built on a false foundation, and because it was built on a false foundation and these people weren't realizing it, it was eventually gonna happen, right? And that lightning that struck there was supposed to let them know that, hey, this was like, built on a false foundation. You guys are not seeing the reality of things, and so they had to come back down to see reality and start from scratch, right? To see the truth and not get into their head, right? Or put on those rose colored glasses. Going into some of the challenges you guys might face is the Four of Swords. So some of you guys might be a little bit way too much in your guys' head. Like I said, overthinking, overstressing yourself. Would be a really great time for you guys to take a break once in a while. Some of you guys might have been overworking yourself, and that could have been the case as well too. This is gonna sound strange also, but the thing about the Four Swords is this guy is praying over the stained glass of windows for his blessings or for his manifestations to come in. So I feel like it would be a really great time for you guys that, like, if those of you guys that have been going through some sort of situations, like especially with that Ten of Wands, the Ten of Swords, the Tower moment, like that's awesome, pretty intense energy. I would say it's a really great time for you guys to not only just take a break, but also work on meditation, grounding yourself, working on some manifestations, or praying if that also helps for you guys as well. So I feel like, or any type of spell work too. So I feel like it'd be really great for you guys to work on that, because I feel like it's going to help you in some sort of way, if that makes sense. All right, so now that we've done that, we're going to go on to your guys' oracle messages. By the way, there are also some zodiac signs in there, so you should also take that into consideration, whether that's within your guys' birth chart or another person's birth chart or just the season overall too, okay? So it says here, show the world the real you. Basically, be authentic with yourself. And you're very close to achieving your goal. A personal issue reaches resolution. And then we're going to pull out 3 significant dates you need to be aware of. Full moon in Pisces. Cardinal moon. New moon in Sagittarius. Wow, that's interesting. All right, and then we're going to close off your guys' reading with some affirmators. Oh, wow. Ups and downs. I see life as an incredible ride and I'm lucky to be on it. Yes, the ups and downs make me want to puke sometimes, but they're also what makes things fun and interesting. And when you look back, even puking on yourself makes for a good story. Would you look at that? Yeah, there was a lot of ups and downs around your guys' reading, but I feel like, at the end, I feel like you guys are going to thank yourself because who knows, maybe you might have some more beautiful blessings, even better than what you guys have coming up for you, right? But anyways, I hope you guys liked your guys' reading. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys do check out your guys' sun, moon, rising, as well as Venus. You guys are also welcome to check out other readings as well. Those are just the ones that people primarily tend to look for. But anyways, thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. All right, take care.